It is a great satisfaction to greet you on this day. I always wish you peace and prosperity. In today's video we will discuss the following. Getting your ex back when she says no feelings for you. Let us begin. Sometimes there are breaks that are not taken for lack of feelings. Whether it's because of distance, cultural difference, age, or any other reason, they may have to break up despite the love they have for each other. But in the situation that occupies us today, the opposite occurs. The woman who shared her life decided to leave for lack of love. The feelings that were still powerful some time ago have faded and are at the origin of the separation. 1. How to get your ex-wife to come back when she says no feelings for you. You still love her and you are convinced that your story cannot end this way. You want to start from scratch, but for this you have to take the appropriate actions to regain love. I know very well that it is not that simple at the moment because everything is getting into your head and dozens of questions arise. How do you deal with a wall? Does it say that there is no more love and that it does not give you any chance? Is it possible to get an ex who no longer has feelings, and is it a good idea? You have been questioning yourself since the breakup, and it is time to have the answers you are looking for in order to move forward and implement the most efficient actions now. 2. Why doesn't my ex love me anymore? In the many comments that we receive every day and to which we respond systematically, there is often the same question, the same problem. A few days ago your ex told you that she loved you, but now she doesn't, so you wonder how she can change her mind so quickly. After years together or many months of fusion, what could explain such a sudden change in feelings? First of all, you have to realize that what your ex says is not necessarily the truth about how she feels about her. After a breakup, there is frustration, resentment, and your ex may not want to tell you that she still loves you, but that some things bother her. She wants physical and emotional distance. So to win back a woman, you should not always trust the thoughts of your ex-girlfriend or ex-wife. You don't lose your feelings overnight, especially when you've spent time with a person. But it is the image that she may have of you that is different. A simple example that concerns many stories. If you have been jealous of her for months, if you have prevented her from living for months, she will not perceive you well and therefore will think deep down that she no longer loves you. In reality, it is her anger that guides her and not her true feelings for you. Whether she loves you or not, it doesn't matter. When you met her, she did not know you, she had no feelings, so you should not imagine that it is no longer possible to seduce her. One of the problems with men who want to win back an ex who no longer has feelings is that they focus too much on the past. You expect her to say I love you today, that she will have cute gestures all the time, but you have to keep in mind that this is not what is going to happen. 3. The mistakes to avoid when a woman is less in love. Frustration, the desire to have answers to your questions often leads you to not apply the correct strategy in these types of situations, and you make mistakes that jeopardize the relationship with your ex, but also the opportunities you have to find it. The first thing not to do is the big declaration of love. Your ex knows that you love her, she herself has feelings despite what you may think, so you should not imagine that by declaring your love for her you will increase your chances of getting her back. I have been accompanying men and women after a breakup for several years, and I have never seen a couple reform after a declaration of love, or at least not in a sustainable way. Inspiring pain or even pity cannot relaunch a love story properly. In the same way, it goes without saying that bullying must be prohibited if it is to have a chance of being successful in recovering from it. It is not by texting her throughout the day that you will bring her flame back to life. I am aware that you do not want to lose contact, but you also need to know how to use distance in the right way and stop being constantly emotionally dependent. Just because she says she no longer has feelings doesn't mean you have to express yours too much. There is much better to do, I assure you. Getting your ex back will not be a reality if you only want it, but do not act to make it happen. You can win back your ex. I'm glad to tell you that you don't have to wander in the dark, hoping to get lucky. Take advantage of our experience and recover the person you love. Click on the description of this video and now access the following personalized guide. Subscribe and comment. A pleasure and thank you.